everyone, I'm Laura and this is Go Simply. Today I have a back strengthening workout that should help to relieve lower back pain. So strengthen all those muscles around the back of the core. The only thing you need is a soft surface. So when you're ready, let's get started. Okay, we're going to get started here down on our mat in a swimmer position. So we're just doing opposite arm and opposite leg raises. So you can go slow like me, especially if you do feel a little bit of discomfort in the back. Of course, I don't want you working out when your back is sore and you can't move properly, but if you feel just like some tightness, and then go slow, but you can always pick it up a notch as well if you're feeling great. Okay. So we're doing all of these moves for 45 seconds a piece. We'll have 15 seconds in between to set up the next move. And we're doing all of them one time through. Excellent. So take a break and we're going to roll over onto our backs. Feel free to do this workout 2 or 3 times through. It's a safe and effective workout. Okay, so legs out. We're going to pull one knee in and just hold for a minute and then switch. Now, there's lots of different ways you can do this. You may be able to hold yourself up. And again, hold for a bit and then switch. But if your back is feeling a little tense, you might have bent knee even. And just pull one in and then switch. Or it may feel more comfortable for you to just have a straight leg on the floor and then switch it out. And make sure those abdominals are held in nice and firm. So there's all of those options for you. Okay, so next up we're going to do a bridge. So we don't really need to move from where we are, but just have nice bent knees, knees pointing forward. You should be able to just sort of reach the back of your shoe or your heel. And then you're just going to push into your feet and lift up, pause for a moment, and then roll it back down. And again, we're trying to strengthen the back, so you don't want to go through too fast. You don't want to use momentum. But part of strengthening the back is making sure that we have strong glute muscles in our behinds. So that's what we're really getting here. If you have excellent balance and you want to challenge yourself, you can certainly raise your hands up. But you don't need to. And like I said, feel free to go through this workout 2 or 3 times and see if you can try advancements on this, the second time through. Try a little bit of the more challenging version. Okay, so roll back down, finish that move, then roll on to your side. We're going to do a plank next. So we will do it from our elbows. So get your hands down so they look sort of like the number 11. Okay, you can be on your knees. If that is where you are, that's great, especially if you have any lower back discomfort. If you're feeling stronger, you can go up to your toes. So I'm feeling strong enough today to be on my toes for the plank, but I won't be able to do the more challenging move for all of the exercises today. That's where I'm feeling at today, and that's just fine. So just about 10 more seconds here. Again, really squeeze those glutes. Make sure those abdominals are nice and tucked tight against the spine to protect the lower back. Excellent. So drop the knees, then push yourself up into a tabletop position. So hands are right below the shoulders. And we're going to do a bird dog, which is opposite arm and opposite leg. So you're just going to extend and then come back. Now, if your back isn't ready for this yet, you could simply do one arm, and then the other, and then one leg, and one leg. That's a good way to break it down, but if you can do both, that's great. That's a lot of balance. We're getting the upper and the lower back at the same time. So make sure those abdominals are nice Pelvis is tucked slightly. And again, we're not moving fast because we don't want the momentum. We want the muscles around the back and the core to have to do this. Okay, so next up, we're going to come down onto our side. We're going to do a side plank. And again, I'll show you a few different versions so that you can pick, oh, I have something in my eye, so that you can pick what's best for you. So you can be on both your knees, and that's fine. You can extend one leg out. That will be a little bit more challenging. Or you can come up to both feet. My elbow is not quite there. So elbow should be right below the shoulder. Mine wasn't quite there, and I could tell that it felt not right. So make sure that elbow is beneath the shoulder. And again, you want to sort of feel like you're lifting up with your oblique muscles on the underside. And if you need the front support so you're not rolling around, just put your other hand as like a support. I'm not really putting weight into it. It's just keeping me from rolling around. Okay, excellent. So let yourself come down. And we're going to go into a dead bug. So we're going to get down onto our backs. And we're going to lift our legs up into tabletop and our arms up. And we're going to do opposite arm and opposite leg. So it's like a bird dog lying down. Now, there's lots of different levels for this as well. So you could be just tapping the toe, or tapping the toe with the arm added, or full leg extension. And if you want to really take it up a notch, you can lift those shoulders off the ground. So again, lots of variations. This one for me usually feels good on my back because my back I have pressed firmly into the mat and my abdominals are nice and tight. I have more challenge in sort of like the push-up plank position myself. Okay, excellent. So now we're going to do that side plank on the other side. So roll up to seated, get yourself set up on your mat, and I'll show you those different variations again. So you can start on your knees. And you can put one leg out, or you can come up to both feet, and you can have your feet sort of staggered open if you want for balance that way, or you can stack your feet. And again, you can have your arm up, and you're pulling up with that oblique on the underside. And if you need a little support, you can put your hand down to keep you from rolling forward and back. It's whatever works for you. Planks are really, really good at strengthening the core, whether they be a forearm plank, a side plank, they're very, very good. Okay, now we're going to let ourselves down and we're going to do a bent knee push-up. So I'm purposefully choosing the bent knee push-up today because we want to focus on really strengthening the back, even more so than the chest. So what we really want is excellent alignment. And then pushing down and back up. So yes, we're using the triceps. Yes, we're working the chest. But we're really focusing on making sure that our back is very well aligned so that when we're building the strength in the arms and in the chest and in the upper back, it's being built in proper alignment. And that will really help the lower back. Plus, there's a lot less pressure on the lower back when we're down on our knees, because the lever is much shorter. Okay, so we only have one more exercise after this. Excellent. So push back and then you can sort of scooch forward. We are going to come back down to our back and we're going to do a single leg drop. Okay, so lay back down, put the legs up to the ceiling, and we're going to drop one leg and then drop the other. Now, if the full leg extension is more than you're feeling, you can go to tabletop and you can tap and tap, okay? So especially if you're feeling any sort of pooching in the abdominals here, that might be where you are right now, and that's fine. And if you have a bit more abdominal strength, then we will do the single leg drop. The single leg is better for our backs than the double. The double leg drop puts a lot of pressure on that lower back. And I'm not saying you can't do it safely. You definitely can if you have a very strong core and a very strong back. Excellent. Let's just pull those knees in and give it a little cuddle. Thank you so much for joining me today. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if this is working for you and you feel some relief and strengthening in that lower back. We want to keep those muscles strong so that we can keep moving. Enjoy this full wind pose here as you let your lower back release, and I will see you in the next workout.